Welcome one and welcome all. How is everybody doing today? It's a Draconic reactor inside their house. I don't think I have that mod. Also, apparently today the final episode of The Amazing Digital Circus drops, so we will probably do a watch party of that, assuming that it drops like halfway through this stream, which it probably will. No. Alright. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Neil, for sending me It's Fox. Fantastic. Anyways, I have at least a couple things lined up today. Not too many things, but just enough. A couple of these things I wanted to cover yesterday, but, well, I did say that I would play Destiny 2 on stream, and that's what I did. However, there is one thing that I've wanted to actually talk about, and now that there's a bit of a video that kind of goes over everything with it, let's talk about it. So I'm pretty sure you guys likely know about this, and if you don't, well, let me give you the overview that I at least know about. So apparently some, like, wannabe Seinfeld Family Guy kind of clone copy cartoon decided to take a jab at a Gameoverse literally within, like, their promotional material. And by a jab, I mean they basically just said, this shit sucks, watch our show instead. Yeah, apparently it's also called Chimptopia, which is, what the fuck kind of name is that? I'm getting so many different red flags. So, I guess we'll just see what this is. Let's go.
Street Fighter, whoa! Trust me, you would not have wanted to watch that pilot anyway.
Well, someone's feeling confident. Chimptopia is the latest indie animated pilot to cause a bit of a stir online. Now, I've always been against dogging on indie.
Also, this was all for a friendly rival. There's ways to do friendly rivalries in which you do not do is in your promotional material, beat up one of the more beloved characters of the pilot and say, trust me, you wouldn't have liked that anyways. Instead, watch our slop instead that looks like it was made in a fucking sweatshop. Like, hang on, let's take a look at that fucking art style. What the fuck is this? This looks like some mass-produced Fox garbage. What is this?
Trust me, you would not have wanted to watch that pilot anyway.
Well, someone's feeling confident. Chimptopia is the latest indie animated pilot to cause a bit of a stir online. Now, I've always been against dogging on indie pilots even if they turn out bad. They're independent productions and nobody is perfect. Most of the time, indie pilots are just a way for a creator to pitch their show to you really quickly. A lack of refinement is expected. But seeing as how Chimptopia took to beating down on Gameoverse just to prop itself up, I think I can get away with being a bit mean here. Chimptopia.
Well, I mean, yeah, if that's going to be how they start off their campaign, yeah, naturally people are probably going to be against it because, well, Gameoverse actually looks like there was effort put into it. Chimptopia just looks like one of those, it straight up looks like, what was that one fucking, like, Twitter animated series that lasted for only like 5 episodes up until people started calling it like too woke or something like that, or like the creator just stopped fucking trying. What the fuck was that called? It was the one about like the normal beer. I don't remember what it was, but it's reminding me of that. It's giving me that air of like wannabe South Park. Chiptopia's Ed's World if the creator didn't care, basically. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but, that's probably a pretty apt description.
Chimptopia is the brainchild of Robert Pagliaro. He's most
New Norm! That's what it was! That's what it was called! Thank you! That's what it was called! It's giving me New Norm vibes. It's giving off New Norm vibes. Like, they want to try and be really edgy and hip and cool, and they want to try and be like their own version of South Park, but they don't actually understand what makes South Park actually funny, and all they do is just insult people. Mostly minorities, probably. Like, this is just giving off that kind of air, you know? Also, we have some Deadlock gameplay in the background for this video. That's funny. Apology video is a knockoff Gobbles. I think whipping one of the main characters? What?! Excuse me?! Oh my god, I hope that this video goes into that, because that sounds wacky as shit.
Was well known for creating artwork for Nick Fuentes and—
Oh! Oh no! Okay, that probably is going to explain a lot going forward. Because I unfortunately know who Nick Fuentes is. It's one of those kinds of individuals I have learned about against my will, and it's knowledge that will never leave me. All you need to know about this guy is that he is like the biggest wannabe Hitler ever.
Jack's toy. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase here. You, yes you, pay attention, this will be on the test. If you're an up-and-coming independent artist, and you're looking to one day create your own animated pilot and potentially kickstart your own animated series, let Chimptopia be a guidebook on what not to do. To be blunt, the main reason that everyone got riled up in the first place was the teaser that was posted a couple of days ago, which then got signal boosted by Toonhive and a couple more cartoon accounts on Twitter. Because the best term I can use to describe this teaser is— brain damage. Might sound a bit mean, I know, but frankly I think it takes a miraculous amount of brain damage to write, record, and animate this entire thing without once thinking about the ramifications of your decisions.
Well, you're expecting someone who has worked alongside with Nick Fuentes to use their brain. That's already expecting way too much. That and the Kickstarter pricing was unhinged. I think I got a taste of that right in the beginning. I saw something like $500,000 for episode 4 or some shit. $500,000 for episode 4. Go to hell. Who the fuck is throwing that much?
Main thing that got everyone big mad about this teaser was that it threw a pretty large swing towards Gameverse for some reason. Gameverse is the most recent pilot to come from Glitch Productions, created by Ross O'Donovan, or Rubber Ross as many of you will likely know him as. Gameverse was being developed for over a decade and is a clear-cut passion project that Ross has clearly sunk a considerable amount of time, care, and love into. And to see that kind of work finally pay off is a feel-good story I'm sure all of us can appreciate. I personally couldn't get—
I hate how all adult cartoons are sitcoms, by the way. Yeah, that's something that's really just kind of annoying. And something that I'm also kind of happy about with Glitch, because Glitch at least has, like, cartoons, but they're very much geared towards, like, I guess, like, a more, like, higher teen, like, young adult, kind of almost adult audience, pretty much. Which I think is really neat.
Get into Gameverse, it's not really my thing, and I don't have much to say about it, which is why you didn't see a video on it, among other things. But I'm really happy to see Gameverse succeed, and it's not hard to respect the time, effort, and dedication it took for over 10 years to finally turn this crazy dream into a real thing. Chimtopia's response to this was to base their entire teaser trailer, the first impression, the most important stepping stone towards pitching your show to people, on completely lambasting Gameverse, and—
Brilliant. They decided to look at somebody's 10-year-long project and go like, nah, fuck that guy, watch our garbage! Who the fuck doing that?
And to say this instantly rubbed people the wrong way is putting it lightly.
And I'll say video game characters with my friends.
Oh, brother.
I'm gonna learn to
Another one of these.
There are several things wrong with the execution here. Many did point out that cartoons taking swings at other cartoons is not a new thing. Shows like Mad, Robot Chicken, and The Simpsons instantly come to mind. But what makes Chimptopia particularly unlikable is that this is a brand new independent series that's yet to prove itself, and the first impression we get of it is the
That, and there's also the fact that, like, whenever all those other shows take jabs at, like, each other or other shows, not only are they going after something that's more established, but they do it in a way that's, like, you know, actually respectful and actually goes along with the idea of, like, they know about the source material, they know what works, and they just turn it on its head. This is just literally going like, I don't like this show, so I'm gonna draw them as the soy jack and me as the Chad beating them up. Like, are we being serious? Like, there's a bit of a difference between a slight jab, like what the fucking Simpsons or Family Guy or whatever the fuck those other shows do whenever they, you know, kind of, you know, poke fun at, like, other series and whatnot. They at least do it in a way of, like, hey, I actually understand this, but I'm just gonna turn the formula on its head because I think it's funny. And, you know, it's perfectly fine, because not only is it more established, but it, of course, comes from the place of, like, they actually know what the fuck it is. It's fucking stupid. It's a stupid way to promote your goddamn show. It's really dumb.
The show deciding to target an actually successful indie production in what feels like an incredibly spiteful and jealous manner. When you see something like Mad, Robot Chicken, and The Simpsons take jabs at something, you can usually tell there's at least a fundamental level of respect there, and it's usually just playful ribbing and parody. This is a brand new show, and the first thing it does to try and sell you on it is putting down the work of another indie creator without even telling you what their show is about first. The depiction of the character Gobbles here also comes off as very mean-spirited and bitter, and following it up with these bland, smug character designs, taking him behind a tree and beating the shit out of him, then
Yeah, I just love the fact that, like, these characters just look so fucking boring. And alright, I am back and ready to rock.
turning to the audience and saying, hey, you wouldn't have wanted to watch that pilot anyway. It's about as direct as you can get when being incredibly spiteful towards a specific indie show. It's incredibly poor taste. Not to mention, this teaser is not some original joke they came up with. It's almost one-to-one with an iconic Screwy Squirrel cartoon that was just—
Oh yeah, I noticed that people were pointing that out too, that it's literally just like a crappy recreation of like a much better executed joke from someone else. It's amazing how literally no part of it is completely original at all. No part of it is even remotely original, and it's not even done good. It's done about as poorly as you could expect. It's fantastic. The tree isn't even as detailed as the original. Well, you're expecting a show called Chimptopia, made by someone who worked with Nick fucking Fuentes to have effort in it. You're already expecting way too much.
just Tex Avery playing in Disney's face for about 60 seconds. But the reason it works there was because it wasn't going after anything specific. They drew an original cutesy character to represent what they wanted to mock about Disney, acting as the perfect contrast to the edgier and more zany nature of Tex Avery's cartoons. Sure, it was criticism, but it was a playful and lighthearted jab. The character was also drawn in a style reminiscent of Disney, and they were animated quite lovingly as well, showing that despite Avery being completely opposed to Disney's cutesy and sanitized approach, he still respected the art artistry of Disney. Gymptopia completely misses the point of this joke and uses it as a springboard to single out another independent creator's project, all the while having absolutely nothing to show for itself to even justify taking a swing like this. So, safe to say...
Yeah, literally, I think what I saw from, like, the story that was at least on the Toon Hive one, it's literally just like, oh wow, it's a bunch of guys trying to make ends meet. Where the fuck have I heard that before? Where the fuck have I heard that premise before? Plus, this just looks fucking boring to watch. This looks so fucking boring to watch. I feel like this would be good material to put on if I wanted to go to sleep. After the Fruit Love Island BS, can I legally call people cattle for mindlessly consuming garbage? What the fuck kind of question is that?
This wasn't a very good first impression. It made a lot of people mad, and it also made a lot of people point and laugh at the audacity of it. I do think indie creators deserve some kind of leeway and a chance to grow when their first impression isn't great, but openly attacking another indie creator's project in such a mean-spirited way was guaranteed to put Gymptopia on everyone's shit list. And this is without even getting into the Kickstarter for the show. If the teaser trailer itself wasn't bad enough, the Kickstarter only made things worse by basically confirming that Gymptopia has absolutely no idea what it's doing.
Oh, wonderful! How bad does it get? I can't wait to see. Let me guess. Like, the character designs don't make sense? Or, like, they're all just made really fucking dully to the point where it just looks fucking boring? One gives criticism while being respectful, the other is just being a dick. Exactly. It's like the obvious difference between, like, you know... like... you know, actually understanding and respecting the medium, while still having some criticism about it, and the other one is just like, fuck these guys, they were more successful than me, I want people to watch my garbage instead. Like, go straight to hell, it's fucking dumb. Kickstarter's gonna ask for $1 billion Star Citizen moment. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like Star Citizen, never finished.
For something that tried dog-walking Gameverse for being filled with game references and being uninspired, I find it incredibly funny that Gymptopia wants to be an adult animated sitcom about three friends trying to make ends meet, and that the show also looks like this.
Oh, brother!
Like what, did your show get rejected by Fox or something? What?
Oh my fucking god, didn't I just make a joke that it looks like some garbage that I would find on Fox? Didn't I literally make that joke at the beginning of this fucking... God damn it. I hate it when I predict things.
What exactly is so irreverent or original about this that you thought it would be fine to take shots at Gameverse of all things? We blend the relatability of Seinfeld, the crudeness of South Park, and the wackiness of Smiling Friends in...
I'm gonna give everyone a piece of advice. If a show's pitch has anything in relation to South Park in it, immediately take it as a red flag. Because you already damn well know that the only thing they got out of South Park is, let's insult minorities, and that is all that they got from it. That is literally the only takeaway that they got from South Park the entire time, and there is nothing else.
Hello. I can't really make too many jokes this stream. My throat's fucked up.
You sound like you've been chain-smoking all morning.
It fucking feels like I have been. I don't... Alright, I actually might sound fucking... What the fuck? Why did that fix it? I had like a fucking, like, gallon of phlegm in my throat. My throat is really in, like, a lot of pain today. I've had to take, like, 3 different kinds of throat medicine.
Yikes. The fuckers will say it's like South Park and just have the excessive graphic material from South Park without any of the stuff that makes South Park funny. Exactly. They'll only have the stuff that's like, you know, suddenly really explicit, or like just the insults towards like other, you know, groups of people, and not any of the stuff that actually makes it remotely good. Because that's the only takeaway that they get from it. Which is why whenever I see any kind of like, you know, indie show or anything along those lines relate itself to South Park, I'm just immediately like, okay, hard pass. They just suck ass. They're not good people.
Oh, wait. Are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this. I meant to cover it yesterday, but I'm covering it now.
Ooh, can I... I want to break down, like, why this joke doesn't work, because I've actually thought about this for, like, past several days.
I mean, this guy kind of already went over a lot of the reasons why it just doesn't work, namely in the sense of, like...
Well, no, yeah, that's true that you can analytically break it down apart from it, but the joke doesn't work for 3 reasons, because it's taste, parody, and timing. Like those are some of the reasons, but the basics of comedy is it's a bad parody because it's punching down. It's bad in the timing because it was a very popular thing that they tried to do, and it felt more like a Family Guy joke because it didn't set expectations correctly. And the last one was like parody, timing, and I guess execution. Like it was a bad joke because it punched down, because even though like Chimptopia is not as popular, it punched down in a way that just didn't make sense, because it punched down on a character that in and of itself was kind of like portrayed as like kid, like it's weird. It is a bad joke.
Basically,
like a bad
it's
Family Guy.
I mean, I mean that's probably giving it way too much praise comparing it to Family Guy.
I mean, true.
Anyways, let's see here.
Into our show to create something unique in the indie animated space.
I don't much like the tone of your voice.
Yeah, fuck you, Gamerverse, you unoriginal little chud. Behold, as we pitch our show by directly comparing it to the works of people infinitely more talented than us.
Yeah.
I was about...
Yeah.
Exactly!
It's like they did Seinfeld, South Park, and Friendly Friends, and I just compared them to Family Guy. Like, all those are far more popular, despite the fact that Family Guy kind of still sucks now. But, like, there's reasons why your show is original, in quotation marks. It's not. Because it's done the same... Like, it's not the most unoriginal idea, but it's, like, a seriously unoriginal idea.
So, wait,
Well, it's
hold
original
on.
in the sense it's the only thing that I could think of that decided to, in its opening act, literally just take a shit all over someone that was infinitely more successful than them.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
only infinitely...
they got, like, how many views in 4 days?
Like, probably 10 million, I think? I don't know.
On top of that, it seems like one of their arguments is that Gamerverse isn't original, but it is.
It's not... Yeah, Gameverse isn't original, despite the fact that it basically takes the entire gaming formula of all of the good guys when they complete a game, like the game Bird World gets destroyed for whatever reason. Like, that's...
I haven't seen anything like that.
Stuff.
Meanwhile...
I've never heard of that, where the good guys are the evil guys and the evil guys are the good guys. Like, huh? How does that work?
Meanwhile, where have I heard of, like, a sitcom involving, like, 3 or more people attempting to try and make ends meet, and that's the entire aim of the game?
That and also, it seems like their main argument as to why Gamerverse isn't original is the fact it references different video games, but, like, yeah, of course you're going to do that.
Who the fuck cares?
You know what
Yeah, no
else
shit they're gonna
video
reference
games?
different video games.
You know what else references video games and stuff? Devil May Cry, even though that's...
No, I have a better example. Fucking Terraria. This guy would flip his lid with Terraria.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of references to other games in that game alone would probably cause this man to seethe. He would see the key brand and immediately go like, "Ah! I'm melting!"
Yeah, it makes references to things, despite the fact that, like... Anyway.
Just like...
Yeah, references don't make the game, sorry, not the game, the show itself unoriginal. In fact, it's kind of expected of a game that is meant to be based in a video game world.
Exactly.
Kind of expected is to point out, like, all the existing games. I mean, like, hell, all of them even come from their own different references, but they're still original in that concept. Kit herself was meant to be some sort of combination of, like, I knew there's a Gordon Freeman in Mega Man. I guess not really. I'm just basing that off her outfit. But Man, they just
Gordon
Mega Man.
Freeman in the flesh, or rather in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons.
And the entirety of, and the reason why I don't think that like the beloved character was the little dinosaur character whose name I'm kind of forgetting.
It's
which I'm sorry
Gobbles.
for.
You're thinking of Gobbles.
Gobbles.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. I suck at names. Everyone knows this. Anyway.
No, that's fair.
So, but yes, but Gobbles is meant to be a reference to pick any early 2000s early education game.
Yeah. But this guy would explode if he saw the Zappinator. He would definitely explode if he knew that there were two of them. Anyways.
As opposed to, you know, actually giving you reasons to care. This description has absolutely rancid vibes. I can't remember the last thing that said it was inspired by South Park that actually captured what makes South Park good.
God fucking damn it, I predicted it again!
Yeah.
I predicted it again!
Yeah, everyone just thinks that South Park is good because it's offensive and raunchy and stuff, and it's like, that's not the reason why.
Yeah, I was literally just going on this mini rant earlier that if you see anything liken itself to South Park, you should just take it as an immediate red flag, because the only thing they got out of it is, let's insult minorities, and that's all they got.
Yeah. The thing about South
Yeah.
Park is it's able to not hold its punches while still being tasteful. Because it actually knows how to like time things properly and not overstep boundaries to the point where it's like, hey, this is just flat out offensive.
That plus it makes fun
Yeah,
of both
they're-
sides, not just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may push the envelope, but they know exactly where to push the envelope to.
Yeah.
They at least put the envelope in the mail slot. This show just fucking tosses in the fireplace full of
No,
napalm.
no. Let me be clear here. They know how to put the mail into the correct mail slot, not just in any other one.
Yeah.
Where does that saying
I'd
even
say to
come
be
from?
careful when throwing stones in your
know.
glass house, but that would imply there was a house to begin with. Fundamentally, there are so many issues to be found in this Kickstarter. The show wants to be distinct, yet the premise is so overdone, you'd mistake this for a cancelled Fox show. It wants to be episodic, because there's apparently a
Hey,
big lack of
didn't-
indie shows with an episodic
Hey,
format.
just-
Completely
What?
Whoa, what a fucking frame to stop on! What?!
Yeah. So wait. There's not enough shows with an episodic format.
Well, obviously that's meant to be sarcastic.
I don't think so, because this is supposed to be the official description of the show.
No, he's like saying that sarcastically, like, oh yeah, as if there aren't already enough of those kinds of shows that exist to begin with. Not as in like that's what the Kickstarter itself. That's not what the fucking Kickstarter itself is saying, though. He's like adding on extra commentary.
Whether or not that's the case, it's still really dumb, because you know what else is a really good episodic kind of like indie-ish show? Regular Show.
Oh
Which I
yeah,
think is
obviously.
Yeah, regular show is really good, and then there's also, I don't know if it was like episodic initially, but then just became more like overarching story. I think Adventure Time did the same thing.
ignoring the many indie shows out there with an episodic format. All of the character designs are uninspired.
Yeah, what is... Yeah, I'd like...
Ignoring the many
Yeah,
indie shows
yeah.
out there with an episodic format. All of the
What show is that? I'm actually kind of wondering.
What
that
is this wannabe Family Guy art style?
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is the art style. I get. Why do you think I've been saying it was Family Guy? Because this is the art style they went with. It's like, yeah, this is like the same art style as most other shows that are trying to emulate Family Guy. Have you not seen this?
No, I have seen it. I'm just still baffled by it because it's just so fucking stupid looking.
Ah,
It
yes,
looked
they
like
want to
one
make
of the-
original animation and things.
They look like one of the kids who like bullies Chris, like Chris Griffin in fucking Family Guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, shut up, Meg.
character designs are uninspired and completely fail to reflect their descriptions. Robbie is meant to be a joyous optimist, so let's give him a constant resting bitch face and have him be a cynical, edgy loser in the
Yeah.
Wonderful characterization. Totally got
also-
joyful optimist from a guy who's going like, hey, let me just lead this dinosaur to their death.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the thing is that people that say like, oh, you don't get it because violence is supposed to be funny. No. Violence it can be funny in the correct context. Like if you look at Tom and Jerry, that's a lot of violence that's there, but that's the whole premise of the show. In here, they don't actually set those expectations, where it's like the character could survive this or something.
Yeah.
And even if you want to make violence as the punchline, it doesn't always land. Again, look at Family Guy, where some of the jokes there with violence do make funny ahas, but other ones just don't. And more often than not, it lands flat.
We could talk about Modern Family Guy till the cows come home, and that's not going to be worth my time.
Teaser as he commands his two chudlings to beat up a character from another indie show. Now this is character design! Yeehaw! Oh, and also the landlord character is named
That
seems offensive.
Let's hear what his description is.
Chimp. He's the character the show is named after, and he is depicted as a Hispanic man with monkey-like features and...
Wow! Okay! What? That's a choice?
Let him finish, actually. I want to see where this goes.
Eating a banana... Oh, that's, you gotta change that design. I mean, hell, change...
Yeah, it's
That's,
bad. It's just...
that's just, that comes across as quite fucking racist!
Yeah, not only, like, quite racist, but, like, somehow more racist than it might be intended to be. Because it's I think it would be worse if he was something else, which I'm.
I mean, it could certainly be worse, but it's still not good.
It's not only not good; it's like terrible.
Like, how do you? Yeah, of course, we're probably about to get into that part, but, like, the fact that this guy apparently worked with Nick fucking Fuentes makes so much sense with that character design.
Oh boy.
Him working with neo-Nazis makes the character designs start to make sense.
Yeah. I've been watching this cynical short series about, like, updates on things that's been happening in the presidency, and I'm like, the more that I learn, the more that it is just, I'm like, why did I not vote?
How the fuck could it be worse, at least character design-wise? I don't think it could get any worse than depicting a Hispanic guy as an actual ape. I don't really think you can.
Be designed while you're at it. The key art alone looks like it wants to call me a slur. And hold
I mean, that's yeah.
You know what? Yeah, true!
Also, you didn't notice the cow?
Oh my god.
I mean, hell, change every design while you're at it. The key art alone looks...
Why is there a fucking cow?
Yeah, you didn't notice the cow?
Why is it even there? What's the point?
Also, I find it really... If you look at the other one next to it, it says the Chimp House.
Yeah, that is... Wow.
Looks like it wants to call me a slur. And holy shit, can we talk about the stretch goals? Because
oh, right, the stretch goals, I forgot.
Yeah.
50,000 for episode 2?!
Yeah. And 150K.
For episode 3, 200,000 for a musical sequence. I feel like those are a bit out of order. Shouldn't... You know, whatever, I'm expecting this guy to have sense to know what goes in order. And then
also
$1,000,000 for episode 4!
Also, by the way, I find it interesting how in order to even get an episode 2, you'd need a ton of money to do it. And I get that makes some sense, but, like, you hadn't decided at least the first few episodes beforehand? Like, At least tell a complete story first before you decide, like, oh, we're gonna get, like, a season 2. Like, 50K would be probably enough for the whole season. And 500K would be like, oh yeah, we can then make a season 2. Like, that's just.
I mean, with these kinds of stretch goals, I am just going to assume that this was probably meant to be one big Kickstarter scam, just from the jump. There is no way that this was ever going to be a real thing anyways. Because there is no sane person on planet Earth that would ask for $50,000 per episode. What are you going to use that on? Your fucking art style looks like it was made in fucking Fox News' sweatshop. What the fuck is that? You make that with $10 and a fucking popsicle stick.
Okay, so just as an idea, right? Hold on. From Glitch Productions, I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, whatever you sent me.
Dinosaur! The dinosaur! Rah! Dinosaur!
Sorry, was it the Patrick Star face?
Trying to see.
Sorry.
Jesus.
It's so fucking stupid! I gotta listen to it again, hang on.
Dinosaur! The dinosaur! Rah!
That is amazing. That is delightfully fucking stupid.
Okay, so I don't know how effective this is, but I've been trying to look up what other stuff has been for the production of other indie animations. For Murder Drones specifically, is what I've been looking up here. Apparently, and I'm not sure how good this information is, but the budget for the entire, I think, 2 seasons of it, I don't know, under $300,000. That's for at least 2 seasons of Murder Drones.
I'm sorry, how much?
Under 300,000.
God
Around that amount.
And that is for 2 seasons of a 3D animated show.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is asking for $500K for 4 episodes!
Okay, hold on. For the Amazing Digital Circus, again, this is going off of... it was apparently that much per episode, so I guess it depends on the show?
Well, again, those shows actually seem to have a lot more heart and care and effort put into it, rather than just trying to be Family Guy ripoff number 5,000.
Because this is outrageous. $500,000 for 4 episodes of this quality. $100,000 for character figurines after episode 2. $200,000 for a musical sequence in episode 3, which is listed after the $150,000 needed for episode 3 in the first place, which seems a bit backwards, honestly. You're asking
That's exactly what I fucking said. Can I stop predicting things for 5 seconds?
people for this much money when the best you can offer them is we have Family Guy at home.
God damn. Again, very apt description. It really is just a fucking lower quality version of Family Guy. Family Guy, but it's 50% more racist.
Now, naturally, after deciding to make this many enemies just for the fuck of it, while also having a very underwhelming Kickstarter, Chimptopia has kind of become public enemy number 1. And there's a part of me that wants to be sympathetic, but I kinda can't, because while I'm convinced this project was born out of stupidity and maybe a bit of jealousy, I don't get the impression the creator was built to handle the kind of backlash something like this would get. It all seems like an extremely stupid barrage of mistakes from someone way in over their head. At least that's what I did think until people decided to do some digging on this guy's publicly listed portfolio and found that he had designed artwork to be placed on merchandise for Nick fucking Fuentes, which
Yeah, that's
makes a depiction of Chimp over here a
Oh, fuck's sake. I predicted it again. Yeah, it just makes all the character designs make so much fucking sense now. Ah, yes, I decided to willingly work with a neo-Nazi. Meanwhile, here's my show where the main antagonist is a Hispanic man that looks like a monkey.
Yeah, also, wait, hold on. That cow design... Like, he's sitting in a chair, legs crossed, with a pipe and the hat. I'm like, wondering that character.
This creature has adapted to the crushing pressure and oppressive darkness. Creature.
bit less of a surprise. Now, obviously, people got mad at this, and soon after it seems Robert panicked and removed it from his portfolio. So now all the Nick—
Wow! Calling me shocked! This isn't even casual racism, this motherfucker's going competitive!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Competitive
This is
racism!
ranked.
Ranked racism!
Now, again, I'm not sure as to how specifically much we're talking about here when we go for amounts of money when it comes to making animation. From what I'm looking at through at least a couple of different sources, I think, the estimation is around 60 to 180, and that depends on the animation a lot. If you're talking about that, it is... I really wish that I didn't have a lot of AI overview on this. It's annoying.
Pretty sure you can put minus AI to get rid of that. So what is this creature that you've sent me, Neil?
Goober.
There's not a thought behind those eyes.
I've been staring at it for like the past 10 minutes.
I don't know.
Why?
It just seems that
Resonate
the
with
50,000 for an episode 2, while not out of the realm of possibility, is just no.
Fuentes fans are mad at him too. It really does come off as stupidity rather than anything else. He hasn't seemed to have thought any of this through, made especially evident given he quickly pumped out an apology video that depicted himself being lynched and whipped by
Which again,
What?!
while in certain contexts, violence and stuff like this can be funny, no. Violence itself and stuff like this is not funny because it just doesn't help. It's not good. Plus, it also comes off as really bad and not sincere when you make an animation like this. Also, you didn't know about this?
No, I didn't know that his apology video was literally just him
Yeah,
animating
it was much
himself
worse.
being fucking lynched?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Huh?
Yeah. It's bad. Yep.
I think we
Again,
finally
if
did
you-
it. An apology worse than the ukulele.
You know what? I think okay, you know what? I'd say yes, actually. Because the worst part about this is I don't even think that he showed his face at all.
Yeah, this man was too much of a coward to put his actual face behind this, so instead he drew himself being hung and fucking whipped.
And also his like other friends there are also kind of dead. You can see in the
Like,
corner, which is like,
How do I even... How do I even just how do I even explain this?
Let's let him complete his sentence. Actually, let's see what he says.
What the do people just not
Twitter
get
just
PR?
give me amazing timing right now.
Yeah.
Subtitle error.
Timing,
Yeah,
Twitter
do
just gave me
people not
amazing timing right now.
understand-
Subtitle error.
Big anymore? Or better yet, do people just not have common fucking sense? I don't believe that Robert Pagliaro is a malicious person or anything, but saying this as respectfully as I can, he is as dumb as a bag of rocks. Choosing not to respond to criticism seriously and instead depicting yourself being lynched and whipped does not give the impression that you're taking this seriously or that you're sorry at all, and certainly does not do much to quell the people who have naturally assumed that you might be racist. Like, buddy, read the room?
My intention was not to try and put down another person's project, but rather make a lighthearted joke to stir up conversation about ours. Fuck!
Where was the joke?
Again, the joke doesn't land because you have bad timing, it's a bad parry, and you didn't do the setup punch correctly.
Like, the best way I could describe this is that this is just another instance of Schrodinger's asshole, where it's just like, hey, take a look at this, you don't want to watch this. Why is no one laughing? It was obviously supposed to be a joke. Like,
even if it was meant to be a joke initially, it doesn't come off as a joke because it comes off as you being bitter and stupid and annoyed at, you know, something that is popular.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it. And it's also, again, shock value for the sake of shock value, which we've seen on Family Guy is terrible. It's like, oh, but it was inspired by South Park. It's like, yes, but their shock value actually makes a point. Like, it makes a point of parody.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's inspired by South Park in the same way that the new norm was inspired by South Park. Very fucking poorly.
A few things are wrong with this. Given Robert's track record of genius decision-making, I'm inclined to believe him when he says he wanted a friendly rivalry between him and Gamerverse and wasn't trying to flat-out attack the show. I can believe that. Unfortunately, you still attacked the show. Quite blatantly. Like, you turned to the camera and started talking shit. Not to mention that you were not in a position to start friendly rivalries with other independent artists who are just trying to get their work seen. You have given us nothing to be excited about, nothing to anticipate. You are not on an equal playing field here. It just comes off as you being a dickhead and oddly parasocial.
Exactly. It just comes across as just trying to punch down for the sake of, like, these guys got popular for creating something that's goofy and fun.
Yeah. And again, don't get me wrong when I say punching down. Because some people will be like, oh, well, Gamerverse is more popular, therefore it's not punching down, it's actually punching up. Incorrect. Punching down doesn't necessarily mean that the thing that you're talking about isn't under some sort of controversy, or it isn't the lesser person, or it isn't the smaller person. Punching down, in terms of comedy, is something where you it's a complex term and has a lot of meaning to it, but it doesn't necessarily, like, but popularity and biggerness on the internet, quote unquote, doesn't necessarily mean punching down. Okay, I'll look this up so I'm not mixing words here. You can continue what you're saying.
Bodega fast music jingle.
Especially because we know you and Ross don't know each other. Here's you in 2021 trying to get your artwork noticed by Ross so you could join a Gartic phone session with him. That kinda makes this Gamerverse jab a little embarrassing in retrospect, honestly. He doesn't know you. Chimptopia is to Gamerverse what the faithful sheriff is to the burnt peanut. Oh yeah, and before anyone says anything, I don't like the burnt peanut either. Chimptopia is the faithful sheriff of indie cartoons. That's the best way I can put it. I would also mention that one clip people are passing around from Robert's portfolio of a completely nothing ChatGPT joke, but he's clarified this wasn't an actual scene from the show, so I don't really see the point. All in all though, Christ what a shit show. I've never seen an indie pilot pretty much wither and die just from its teaser trailer, and even though I don't think the creator had malicious intentions, I certainly think he's a fucking idiot, and I think the backlash is fairly justified, especially the explanation he gave for the Nick Fuentes merch. Like,
I'm sorry, I was not aware how controversial he was, and was sent a link to their internship offer by a family member. So what, you just don't do research on anything that you decide to sign up for? You just go like, ah, this looks good! Oh my god, he actually is just fucking stupid! That's being charitable!
So, looking up the actual definitions. for both like the Cambridge Dictionary as well as like other dictionaries. Punching down is if someone punches down, they attack or criticize someone who is less powerful or important than they are. Now, that's a very vague definition because in this context, it's just two people kind of doing things like that. I guess in this context, it doesn't fully track, but it feels the same. It's not, again, like, the English language sucks because it sucks, but it's basically attacking the show, or it criticizes the show of Gameaverse, because while both of them are indie animations, one is just more popular than the other, and it feels like punching down because maybe it's not the biggest thing. It's just a bad joke. Why am I trying to look so deep into this? But that's interesting how they make that specifics of its person who is in less like powerful or less privileged than him. Which
I didn't know that the Nazi party was full of Nazis. This guy apparently.
Like, I'm sorry, bro, but no one believes this.
wouldn't
Not
say
even
it's
fans of
punching
Nick Fuentes
down.
are gonna believe that. I do think he's sorry, given he's currently spamming explanations for his actions in people's replies, but this entire situation is gonna have to serve as the learning experience of a lifetime. You can't just pop out of nowhere and start throwing hands with other independent artists without thinking things through, especially when you have very little to show for it. If you're an independent artist, look at Chimtopia and take notes on what not to do. I honestly find the
Well, thankfully, I don't think anybody here would be dumb enough to do this.
I don't think the joke would be considered punching down. However,
It's just
it would
it doesn't fit the definition per se. It just feels like it because they're using the definition of like what would essentially be a kid in that universe, so it feels that way because it misrepresents the show itself.
Yes, I think it's more simply putting someone else down for your own benefit.
Yeah,
And
it's just
it also doesn't even work because Gameaverse is kind of beloved already. People already really like the show, even though there's only
Not only do people like the show, it's also like popular, and they actually got picked up again by Glitch. But this is also in spite of the fact that yeah, I mean they're probably beginning work on it as we're talking about it.
Hell yeah.
basically the entire thing just comes across as extremely spiteful, and it also just kind of comes across as like this, response and apology is just like a Schrodinger's douchebag kind of thing. Where it's now only a joke, and he's only sorry about it because nobody was laughing at him.
And again, I find it really, really weird how he decided to animate the actual apology response rather than just get on the camera and do it himself. Which, at the very least, with most of the other like YouTuber apologies and the other big apologies for bad jokes and bad things, and for somehow even less crimes than this, were actually in better taste than this one. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, and even the ukulele one, but like that wouldn't even just. I didn't even feel comfortable talking about that. So it's like, anyway.
What the fuck? Why the fuck? How the fuck? Excuse me, YouTube. What the fuck did I click on? Alright, anyways. I do have some other funny news to get into. I'm going to skin you alive, PC Gamer. Anyways, hours after announcing a collab with Fortnite, Vampire Survivors devs suggest it may back out over Epic's touting of generative AI.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
So that's interesting. Let's see here. Epic announced, "I'm going to kill you!"
Okay.
Anyways, Epic announced...
Sounds correct.
Epic announced several upcoming Fortnite collabs earlier today, including one with Vampire Survivors. A few hours after the presentation, Vampire Survivors developer Ponko left a Reddit comment suggesting that the partnership might not happen at all. While the post is brief, Ponko seems to be reacting to a recent video which demonstrates how Epic artists use generative AI to assist with the design of Fortnite characters and locations, and perhaps also to today's reveal of generative AI features in Unreal Engine. Following today's news about Gen AI usage by Epic to create all sorts of game assets, including Fortnite characters, we're currently reviewing our collaboration with Fortnite. We'll let you know if anything moves forward. At Unreal Fest today, Epic showed off a new experimental plugin feature that integrates generative AI models like Claude and Gemini with Unreal Engine. Who the fuck was asking for that?
Yeah, make Unreal Engine run worse, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Unreal Engine was already shit to begin with. Are you just making it worse? For what reason?
Money.
I highly doubt that this is turning a profit for them. This one.
It's not, really.
In a blog post about features coming to Unreal Engine 6, Epic said that these tools will act as creativity and productivity multipliers so that teams can focus their efforts on essential creative and technical tasks of development rather than on time-consuming manual tasks. That is just a corporate way of saying, hey, we'll just have these tools so that way people can just create these things without any thought or reason behind it, rather than actually put in effort. The more immediate concern for Ponko, however, may be the video Epic posted earlier this week, in which assets use generative AI to quickly develop character and environment concepts for Fortnite. Assets created for the Vampire Survivors collab could presumably be made in the same way. That is horrible.
Hey everyone,
Why is it so small? Why is it super small?
Hey everyone, this is Pat.
And this is Chris.
Ooh, look at that like to dislike ratio.
Oh, yeah.
2.2 thousand dislikes. Amazing. Let's see what the... I'm tired, boss. Speakers should be embarrassed to put this in public. Prompt, don't change the design, just the rendering. AI changes the design and rendering. Apparently decided to change the clip on the bag to a skull for reasons. Added another pouch on the right side and changed color for left hand. Fantastic.
I'm a VFX soup here.
And I'm a technical artist at Epic Games. So we thought this would be a good moment to pull back the curtain and give you a peek at how artists at Epic are making digital art and content, blending traditional tools like Blender and Photoshop with evolving technologies like Nano Banana and GPT Image used within our own internal interface.
How about instead you drown yourself? Anyways. Is that where that ends? That's where that ends. But yeah, great job, Epic. You scared away a fucking collab because of the fact that you want to suck ChatGPT's dick so much.
Did you hear about the lawsuit update?
There's an update to the Palworld thing?
I mean, other than that they're gonna lose, essentially.
Well, yeah, I already know about that. Apparently, best case scenario, from what I've heard, is that Nintendo might be able to get away with $30,000.
I want to send you the Harmon video on this because it's really funny.
Go ahead and send it to me. I need at least one more thing to laugh at today.
Alright.
Before I start dicking around in my Minecraft world.
So, let's see.
I spent multiple millions on the lawsuit so far. Yeah, exactly. And the best case scenario for them is $30,000.
Yeah, they spent at least 40 million at the very least. Why is he re-uploading all these garbage?
Oh, wonderful.
Is this the video? Yes, this is the one.
Know.
I just did a recording on this earlier today, and I'm like, I might as well send this to you just because.
All right.
It's good, and you only need to watch like the first 5 minutes because that's all that I was able to get through. And also, again, gotta love that generative picture.
Oh
Fantastic.
no, does it have a generative AI fucking...
Yes, it does.
Fucking thumbnail? Let's see this shit. That is...
awful.
That is insane. That looks like shit. But let's get into it. Yes, I want to visit the fucking site, Discord!
Yeah.
Ooh! Those
Yeah.
dislikes are going wild!
Wait, what? Wait, let me see. Where's the dislikes?
68 dislikes to only 12!
No. Do it again. Do it one more. Do one more.
There you go, 69. Nice.
Nice. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's continue.
Alright, let's get into this one.
The Palworld lawsuit has been a very interesting case study when it comes to gaming discourse, because a lot of the people who are following this case will religiously believe anything that's published about the lawsuit, that will blindly push this narrative that Nintendo's losing, that they'll never file a lawsuit, and that they never would win if they did. And now, after a couple of years, now they're straight up admitting that Nintendo will win the lawsuit, but the profits will be negligible.
Well, yeah, especially in comparison to how much money they fucking spent on the lawsuit. Like, do you not understand?
Who's saying that they're gonna win the lawsuit?
Yeah, who the fuck is saying that?
They might win the lawsuit.
People are saying that
the lawsuit, but it won't affect anything from Palworld.
Yeah, it won't affect anything. At most, they'll get 30,000 in comparison to the several millions of dollars that they spent trying to sue fucking Pocket Pair and failing repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. And they're most likely gonna pass that on to you in terms of getting back your money.
Exactly. But hey, it doesn't matter. After all, as long as you can dick ride Nintendo, whatever they do is just divine in his eyes, I guess. I don't fucking know anymore.
Also,
Nintendo's goal with this.
I'm sorry?
Didn't they also sue the American government for tariffs?
I think they did, although I'll be honest, that's a rare W from Nintendo's legal team, I'll be honest.
I don't even know if they got anything out of that. That's the problem.
I don't think they got anything, and then on top of that, a lot of people were saying, well, hey, shouldn't we be the ones who get that money? Because you guys just raised prices to kind of skirt around it. It was the consumer that had to pay, not the company. It's not really a W on their end.
Yeah.
They're so evil. Anyway.
Yeah, who the fuck cares? Fuck Nintendo.
Was to make money, as opposed to, like, kneecapping Palworld and putting a stop to their nonsense. What we've seen...
Yeah, and how well has that done?
No. Go back and listen to what he just said.
Yeah.
Really listen to the words.
Putting a stop to their nonsense. Like, kneecapping. Nintendo's goal with this was to make money, as opposed to, like, kneecapping Palworld and putting a stop to their nonsense.
You get how that's worse, right? That's much worse than trying to get money out of them.
Yeah, and even that has failed. Right?
Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message to this. It's like,
what fucking message was sent? That Palworld continues to win?
No, that is gangster talk. That is like, we're gonna give him cement shoes and put him out back to pasture. Like, you get how that's much worse than just trying to go after damages for monetary purposes. That is so much worse. It's anti, like, competitiveness, it's anti-consumer, anti a lot of shit. But it's much worse than just saying, hey, we're suing you because you damaged our image. That would have been least somewhat understandable. It would have still been evil as fuck. But
yeah, and also still would have also been really fucking stupid too.
Yeah, it's stupid, it's evil, it's like, but it's more understandable than just being an absolute fucking gangster and going after the person being like, oh, we're not doing this for money, we're doing this to send a message to them. Like, huh.
Damn, Harmon over here being part of the Balding Mafia, I didn't really know that.
Yeah, anyway.
What we've seen over the past couple of years is a small group of internet content creators trying to gaslight their audience into thinking this was somehow like an incredibly embarrassing situation for Nintendo, when in actuality it was a pretty typical lawsuit situation that would not really affect their bottom line in any way.
and yet they still lost millions of dollars in litigations.
Exactly, and and on top of that too, you're saying this is just a normal thing for Nintendo to lose repeatedly? Fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. Also, again, I don't know if that 40 million is for just for this case or if it's for just litigations as a whole. Let's just be generous and say that in the past year-ish, they have, because I don't know how many people they fucking sued, but they've sued like at least 3 people. If we take even a third of it, and this is being generous, what's a third of like 40,000? Like 20 something? No, that's half. Like 15 something?
Not really.
I don't know. Whatever. Like even if you take a third of the 40,000 and say that's how much that they've spent on this specific lawsuit, that is still at least over $1 million, if not more than that, in terms of money. Even if you were to take, say, 1% of 40,000 and be like 1.5K, I think, which I don't even think that's right. Like, even if you were to take the minimum amount and say that they say like, oh, we only spent 1.5K. Or no, not 1.5K, 1.5 million on this money, on this lawsuit. That's still a fucking net loss of an entire amount of money. That's insane. So, I don't know. Anyway.
Again, pretty much just from every single angle here, unless you're just genuinely both blind, deaf, and stupid, Nintendo is not really in good shape after this particular failed lawsuit. Because even if they win, they basically get nothing in return. They did that whole entire uphill battle for nothing. Sorry, man, I can't hear your argument over schlock-guggling of Nintendo. That's probably a good way to respond to this one. I just can't hear the argument over Nintendo's dick in his mouth.
Like, it is true that Palworld did infringe on Nintendo's brand. It is true that they deserve to be sued. It is true that Nintendo went after them, but there's nothing really that particularly unusual about that, okay? They're filing lawsuits against all sorts of people for all sorts of reasons all the time. And they win a good chunk of them. But the reason the Palworld case became such a meme initially was because these people seriously got it in their heads that Nintendo would never, ever, ever file that lawsuit. They thought that Palworld was in the clear, that it was a huge success, that it was super popular, that Nintendo couldn't possibly do anything to stop them.
Who the fuck ever thought that?
I'm gonna be honest. So here's the thing. People did say this. People did say that Nintendo wouldn't file a lawsuit because if they did, they would have filed it beforehand. The main reason for that is because at the time, there was like a mod that was taken down by Nintendo where the mod was just like an early development thing and they didn't even release it, but they got to it before the mod ever launched. People initially thought that would be the same thing here, but then it kind of changed because they then filed it about a year later because they got them for something completely different that no one considered at the time. Because at the time when people thought that they wouldn't file, but people thought that they would file for copyright reasons. Copyright reasons is a different reason than what is currently being alleged and talked about, because the current case that's going on is for patent law, which is different than copyright law. But of course, there's all the other things about that. But people didn't think that they would file for copyright law specifically, but no one thought that they would file for, say, patent law because they didn't think that they had anything to stand on. But even when the thing started, even when it did start to gain traction in that context, there was all the other stuff that's been happening if you've been following this lawsuit and case for the entire time. So he's not incorrect in saying that people thought at the time no one would file, that Nintendo wouldn't file, because again, people thought that if they had a case that they would have filed already before the actual launch of the game, which again, But people thought that they would be filing for copyright law, which they knew that they didn't have a chance to win, so they filed for patent law, which is completely different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which I think I find really weird that Harmon is bringing up the copyright thing when Harmon, that's not... you're already proving that you didn't even pay attention to the actual lawsuit by bringing up copyright in this instance.
Also, to bring it back a little bit to earlier what he said a whole thing of, oh, this isn't the first time that they've done this. They filed suits against other people for things.
And that's good?
Yeah, like, that's supposed to be a defense.
That's supposed to be good?
It's not. This is one of the reasons why it's like you're.
This is one of the reasons why nobody takes Nintendo seriously, because they sue over fucking everything.
Yeah. Anyway, annoying.
Harmon. What?
And we've seen this weird transition from, the early days in which we were told that there would be no lawsuit at all. We transitioned into the next couple of years in which we were told that there's no way Nintendo could possibly win the lawsuit, that Power World had this in the bag, and that Power World's winning all the time, that Power World and the TCG are going to be huge, and that Power World is a legit gaming franchise. And now, looking at where we are now, it seems as if the community is kneeling and acknowledging that Nintendo is going to win the lawsuit, but now they're trying to say that Nintendo's only going to win a measly $30,000, which of
But that's not what...
correct.
That is correct, but that's also not even entirely what people are doing. People are just simply saying that there's a possibility that they could win, but they aren't going to get anything out of it.
Yeah. They can't stop the launch because the thing that they've had to do is they've narrowed the scope to older versions before they ended up patching out the actual, thing that made the lawsuit happen kind of in the first place. The patent lawsuit happened in the first place. They patched out being able to summon pals through this and being able to glide with them, which both of those still suck ass and should be negated entirely, and they should be stripped of their patent law and stuff. But here is what Nintendo has done and what Nintendo has lost in terms of this lawsuit. They have lost a fuck ton of money, which of course we've all seen, but they've also lost the goodwill of the people, which they had very little in the first place, but they've lost even more of it now. They've lost a lot of ability to kind of make patents in the first place, because now their patents are being looked at more specifically because of this lawsuit entirely. They have lost the whole they've lost a good chunk of their audience in certain contexts, very specific contexts, because they haven't been able to produce any good games and things because of this. And they've also lost other customers because they've had to increase prices in order to try to offset the amount of money that they would lose for this. So they've lost a lot, whereas Pal World has done very little in terms of, changing the efforts of their game. They've only really needed to make a couple of minor changes to some gameplay aspects, which, while central gameplay aspects, people have adopted to that. But they've also, again, now are releasing the game. They're releasing, I think, a spin-off game eventually, and they're also releasing a bunch of their card games, all of which they haven't had to really slow down any of their plans. Maybe they've had to have some of the developers working on some of their other games come off of those games to work on Pal World, but again, they're working on a big 1.0 massive push, which you can understand why they would need some of the manpower for that.
Yeah.
But they're they've gotten all this shit from people being like, oh, well, it's this bad and the other thing. But at the same time, what has Pal World lost?
Nothing.
Not really. Well, I mean, it's not nothing. It's definitely not nothing. I'm fairly certain that they've probably taken a little bit of a financial hit.
Oh, yeah, sure. Obviously. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they didn't really lose much.
Yeah, again, in the whole grand scheme of things, not much. So, yeah.
In their defense, Your Honor, it's not cringe because they've bullied others before.
Yes. That's his whole argument here, and that's what I hate about this argument. It's they've done this before. It's that doesn't make what they're currently doing good. If I took a shit today, that does not make the shit that I took 3 weeks ago any less stinky or annoying.
Yeah.
Of course, is a far cry from where we were initially, where we were told that Nintendo would never sue at all because everything Power World did was completely above board, and there was nothing to see here, guys. There was nothing to see here. So I was actually looking at the Twitter.
So again, He's leaving out the fact that we were working with different information than we are working with today. Hindsight is 100% 2020. Anyone that was saying that Nintendo would never sue was working at the time with what Nintendo's MO was before this. They said, oh, they didn't have a case because people were talking about copyright law and people were talking about other things having to do with the actual game, and they did everything else because of this, that, and the other thing. People were not talking about things such as patent law, or people were not talking about things such as defamation and other sorts of stuff to it. People weren't talking about any of this because none of that was on the table before. It's like how in Discovery, in a courtroom, you end up learning more about the case as things happen in the Discovery.
Yeah, I was just about to say something similar to that one, where, like, Harvin Smith is coming across, like, one of those, like, really crazy conspiracy theorists where it's just, like, scientists have said that they're wrong before, so what makes them not wrong now, suddenly? It's just like, that's just how this shit works! When new information comes along, people go like, okay, I was wrong here, but let's work with this new information that we have. It's not suddenly everyone's wrong because of new information. It's just that people have new information to work with.
Well, actually, that's not true. To be more specific, it's not that everyone was wrong back then. It's just that everyone was not working with the fuller picture from before, which they couldn't have because they couldn't predict the fucking future.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Twitter posts from the PAL friends who were trying to gaslight you into thinking Nintendo lost the lawsuit. You know, I saw a lot of clickbait YouTubers from people like Andy, Mian TV, and Fratanga. You know, the typical stuff where they try and come out and say that Power World has had an epic W against Nintendo. But, like, you know, the court ruling isn't going to be until October, right? So we have like quite a few months to see like what the updates are going to be and how things are going to develop. You know, I've long said that Nintendo doesn't need to win the lawsuit. I think they've already kind of gotten their point across clear. I think.
What point?
Yeah, that you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Like they.
What horns? They were sanded down.
Yeah, and again, this is another thing that I don't like about this point where he's like, oh, Nintendo didn't need to win the lawsuit; they just needed to send a message. Like,
what
if
fucking message?
No. Here's the thing: even if this was just to send a message, right? If you're going to file a lawsuit with no intention of winning, and just an intention of completely snuffing out the other side for whatever reason, that's not good.
Yeah, that's just
right.
Really,
you get how that's not good.
It's just all really fucking dumb.
Yeah,
it's all so fucking stupid. Just Harmon. Somehow, out of all of the people that I know of, you seem to have been paying attention to this the least. Which is surprising, because I would think that someone like you would be keeping tabs on this, like, day in and day out, because this is about your homeboy Nintendo over here getting slapped around and potentially only making it out with $30,000!
To be fair, he hasn't kept up with a lot of the other enemies of Nintendo, as it were. Because how many videos has he made about things such as Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring and stuff, and has still talked about all that shit?
I'll be honest, I've completely forgotten.
Enough to basically that I've been covering him for at least a year now, and he still hasn't shut up about some of that stuff, which is annoying.
I can't even say that I'm surprised, because didn't he literally bring up, like, Elden Ring last time we talked about him?
I think so.
Like, fuck's sake. But, I think we've gotten just about every wacky thing that we could out of him. Let's just see a little bit more, see if anything else comes up, and then we'll move on.
Pocket Pair has lost a ton of money doing this, and they just haven't kept the game itself relevant because of this. If you go on Twitter today, you'll notice very quickly that the only time Power World gets talked about in the community at all is entirely because of this lawsuit.
Or because they're working on 1.0 and a whole bunch of other side projects as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can try and cry that something is irrelevant all you want. It doesn't make it so.
Also, by the way, saying that they've lost millions of dollars means that they still have enough money to go on to Mr. Gamer Keeley's show and announce 1.0, which I think they did.
Yeah. So...
And they made a big Twitter announcement, and they've been continuously tweeting and talking about 1.0 and hyping people up for, like, it's coming, and isn't it coming out, like, in like, less than a month now?
Mm.
Like, it's coming out in July, I know that.
I haven't checked up on it. What did he say about Elden Ring? I'll be dead honest, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was something about, like, Elden Ring not being good, or something like that, because, well, he's just not very good at it.
Like, outside of that, no one cares about the actual game. So Nintendo doesn't need to win the lawsuit to, like, kind of win the situation, essentially. They don't... the goal was to completely fuck over Power World, and they managed that.
No, they didn't.
No, they absolutely fucking did not. In what universe?
It's like, oh yeah, they fucked over Power World. Oh yeah, they've been continuously releasing constant updates for the game.
Been releasing constant updates. They appeared at the fucking Game Awards. They did all this other shit as well, while also dealing with fucking dickhead Nintendo over here.
To be clear, it wasn't the Game Awards. It was the Summer Games Fest, which isn't as popular, but it still was one of the big.
It's still pretty big, though. It's still pretty big
over the weekend. It's still pretty huge, and it was again. This was the most recent one, which was like this. If you remember the past I think it was, I don't remember, like a couple weeks ago. That whole weekend, I was absolutely swamped with a number of shit from the different announcements, and it's going up with heavy hitters like Gears of War E-Day, God of War Lao Fei, and was one of the biggest announcements of, at least for me, the Summer Games Fest. So it's like, if that's losing, I don't know what your fucking thing of winning would be.
I mean, I'll be dead honest, I have absolutely no idea. But, I think I've had my fill of Harmon. I think I've suffered enough brain damage for one day.
I got to about that point, too, and it was like, I'm done with this video, and let me just cut and dry. We're done here.
We will move on to gaming. And today's game of choice is a nice, rousing game of Minecraft. More specifically, my single-player world that I've decided to start up, just to both make sure that things all function properly, but also just to fuck around, dick around, and do whatever the fuck I want there. Comparing Power World and Nintendo thing to a lion battling a crocodile, well, it's more like an itch in the crack. Alright, game? Game, where are you? There you are. Oh my god, Microsoft Gaming Overlay, can you fuck right off, please? It would be so awesome, it would be so cool, if you could just fuck right off. Alright, it's gonna go into full screen here soon, so... Oh, now I can stream Minecraft NeoForge directly. Why am I allowed to stream it now? Oh, it went full screen, I think. Yep, it's doing things now. It's doing things now. It is doing things now. It is... Excuse me. Minecraft? Is it... Why is it just a blank screen on OBS? That is not what the fuck it looks like. now it has just disappeared. What in the flying fuck is it doing? Okay, let's see if this will work better. Will this work better? Yes, it does. Naturally, it does, I think. And now it's... I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Okay, I guess it's working now. Let me also... Where the fuck is my mouse? Hang on, let's quickly... Because apparently my fucking cursor has disappeared. I don't know why it happened. Also, I'm now realizing that apparently on screen, the game is just... frozen. Okay, hang on. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Okay, maybe I just need to kill the window capture, because it seems to be catching better if I do it like this. There we go. Now I can... Why are you doing this to me, game? Alright, there we are. Alright, so... this is where I currently am in my world. It's relatively far, I think. I'm trying to make progress here in pastel. I need to make this, but I want to make the blue one. And the only topaz geode that I found has no actual grown topaz yet, which absolutely fucking sucks. But... one thing I do want to try and do is, I have this little home set up. I'm going to try and make it look a little bit nicer, but first things first, I need to finish with the enchanting shit over here. I'm also probably going to be due for a new scythe at some point. So that's going to be fun to worry about. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I also want to start doing some stuff with Create, mainly because I'm probably going to need to learn how to work with that. Because in order for me to even properly get topaz powder, I am going to, I'm gonna have to learn how to work with Create, so that's gonna be fun. Which means, well, I have a whole bunch of iron to work with. I think it's just mainly andesite alloy and other stuff. But also, with that in mind...
Ooh. I think you might need tin as well.
There's no tin.
I thought there was. I might be thinking of something else. Was it brass?
You're definitely thinking of something else, because the only other ore that, because the only ore that I could think of that Create adds is zinc. And I do know that I need zinc for stuff. And of course, other materials are going to currently take, greater importance, such as copper. I already hear... I'm also probably due for a new shield. I should probably... Hang on. Hang on. Whoops. Let me make a new shield first. before I go diving headfirst into the caves with a shield that's being held together by 2 rusty bolts and hopes and prayers. Yeah, see, there's zinc. Which I knew I'm going to need. It's not really necessary for things right off the bat. But, oop, I almost went to the wrong place entirely. Alright, anyways, yeah, new shield. Do I have all my iron in here? No, but I do have some in here. I just need 1. I just need 1 for what I need to do. What's in here? Nothing. What's in there? Nothing. What's in cooking in here? Let me cook some shit in there. How we doing? Pretty good. There we go, we got that all set up. How much lapis do I have? Decent amount. Here's my 1 iron. Let me quickly smelt that copper. Whoops. I can use rune wood for it. It doesn't really matter. There we go. New shield. Blammo. My old shitbox shield is, Right, let's see here. I know that I can make some cool stuff with, well, arcane ingots, I don't really have a use for yet. So, I don't have a use for that much either. Let's see here. Ah, yes, diving gear. That's a thing that I can make. I can make diving gear. And that's where I would need andesite alloy. I know. That's how I make it. How do I make a shaft again? 2 andesite alloy. Fuck! Alright. How many mods you running? Fuck, I don't know. A few? About this much. I'll be dead honest, I don't know how many this is. But it's a good amount. But our primary ones that we are working with are... Could probably smelt more iron. I'm thinking about it. I know I have a lot more iron in here. Yeah, I have... I have a lot of iron in here. I don't even need to smelt any of it. I have iron bars in here. Fuck. Alright, How much andesite do I have? I only have 25 andesite? That's not enough for anything. That's not enough for anything. That's not enough for even... That's not enough for anything. That's chump change. And ow! That hurt. I require more delicious andesite. I also have a crowbar as my primary weapon, because it's really funny, and it allows me to beat Gordon Freeman at least until it breaks. You guys think a stack of andesite will be enough for all the iron that I currently have? Probably. Just 1 more. There we go. That's a lot of mods, yeah. But hey, with all this extra RAM that I have, I'm glad that it can run really smoothly now. Alright, anyways. Also, is the Discord stream actually working? I don't even know.
Hold on. Yeah, no.
Wonderful. Thanks, Discord. You're fully
Unfortunately,
functional.
I need to leave anyway, so I don't really think that matters too much.
Alright, fair enough.
I shall
Of
see
course,
you
Discord
later.
doesn't. Of course, Discord doesn't like to work. Alright, anyways, let me just. That is a lot more iron nuggets than I thought I would get. I'll quickly convert all these back into bars for now. There we go. So 32 andesite alloy to work with. I know that to make the diving boots, what I need is this. So that at least allows me to make that. I also need a copper block, I think, for things. I should also make a paintbrush. I know that that's going to be a thing that I'll need to make later, so I'll have to keep that in mind. The diving helmet I need glass for. What did I need for the tank again? Where's the fucking tank? I need to make a shaft. And then a block of copper. This is definitely going to be enough for what I need. And then What? Oh, I probably mixed it up! There it is. That's what I needed. That's the thingy. There's the thing. There's the doohickey. And I have just enough copper to actually make the diving helmet. Fuck yeah. Go me. Alright, I need to actually fucking smelt the sand. 'Cause fuck me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen anyone care about andesite. Clearly you have never met a Create player in your life. Because andesite is, like, more valuable than gold in Create, let me tell ya. Alright, there's the glass. There's the diving helmet. Now I know, in order to charge this up, I'm going to need to start making things. So I'm gonna need to start making cogwheels. How do I make the water wheel? The water wheel is this. Now I'm gonna need to make that first, because that's gonna be my introduction, basically, to actually getting some power functioning. How do I make a small cogwheel again? That's how I make it. Okay, cool. I should have enough wood to do all that, right? That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let me just grab this. Grab this. Ha! Water wheel. And then... I know that for this, I'll probably need that. And then, do I have a bucket? I do. Good.
Hello.
Hi there. I'm playing Minecraft. 38 mods and counting frame by frame. Anyways, I'm playing Minecraft, and I'm getting started with Create now. Because I'm gonna need to learn how to do that in order for me to do really anything else in whatever other mod that I'm doing. So, let's see here. Where do I put the water wheel is the question.
Don't know.
You know, I'll put it I'll put it here for now.
All I know is it must be.
That is not where I wanted that to go! What the fu- Oh, that is smaller than I thought it was. Isn't there a big water wheel? Isn't there like a big water wheel that I can make? Hang on. Can't I make a big water wheel? I can make a big water wheel. I just need to surround that with more wood. I need to get more of my wood on this. Pause. I need the big boy water wheel, not the small baby wheel. I wanted this. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Whoops. That's a little better. Okay, now. Now to get this working, I'm gonna need to put water on this. That's not what I wanted. I probably need to set it up like this. There it is! There it is! That's what I was looking for. Alright. I think I could probably just attach a wheel here? Yes. Then attach another wheel here. And I think if I stick something there... Yeah, that makes it spin just a little bit faster, I think. Alright, and now I can jam this onto here. Now I can start putting some air inside of that tank. It might take a while, but it'll allow me to go diving. Because that's a thing that I kind of want and need to do in order for me to... I see a creeper over there. I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't want to deal with things exploding on me. Pause. Alright, anyway, it's time for me to go Gordon Freeman on his ass. Come here, bitch! Monk! 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 Bonk! I want your soul. Thank you. Thank you for that. I needed that. Anyways, let me quickly store these little souls into a jar here. Blammo. I need to work on making this house not look like it was put together in 5 minutes while I was tired. I need to actually start making this look somewhat presentable and not like I just cook some bullshit.
Oh, please. You're already better at my building skill.
There, that... Oops, that's not far enough. Fuck, that's not far enough. Can I build up, please? Thank you. Bunk. 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 Bunk.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, right. I need to build out just a little bit more. There we go. I love me some rune wood. Not only is it useful for everything regarding harnessing souls for magical power, it also just looks really nice. I mean, just fucking look at my house. It already looks really fucking good with all that rune wood.
Did you update your skin, by the way?
Oh yeah, I did. Looks like this now. Wait, hang on. Well, minus the hat,
Nice.
This is what I look like.
Nice.
It looks marginally better than it did before. There we go. Can I fucking build up, please? Thank you. I like the piston arm. Thank you, it's a neat little funny thing that I found while spelunking. It increases the amount of knockback that I deal, which I think is really neat. And of course, since it goes over my right arm specifically, it means it makes a lot more sense. Let me turn the exposed rune wood into planks. Because I'm now just using the regular rune wood for... That's not how I want to place that. Oh. Whoops. Okay, well, that's not gonna go anywhere. There we go. Oh, why could I do it that time? Bruh. How's this looking? Yep. There we go. Ow. Imagine not using stack upgrades for a backpack. I don't fucking have them yet. I haven't started working on that yet. Fuck's sake. I literally started this world, like, 2 days ago. Like, heaven forbid I don't have, like, close to endgame gear within the span of, like... within the span of, like, a week. Fuck. Not even a week. Oh. I need more wood. Let me quickly plant, 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 and... eh, fuck it, I'll put one right in the middle of this little ruin that I can't be asked to take down. Let me grab it. Thanks. There we go. Yippee. Alright. More. Ooh, I missed that. How could I possibly have missed that? Oops. There we go. I'll let that just fall apart on its own. Has it even gone up by 1 bit? For fuck's sake. Probably gonna need better gears, maybe. Need better something. Oh! Oh, it's halfway full. I'll let it keep going for a little bit more. I want to have as much air in there as possible. So, you know, let me just put that on. Well, it sacrifices a bit of defense, but who the fuck cares? He can upgrade the backpack? Yeah, that's a thing that you can do. Right now it's at the diamond tier. I know that I can upgrade it to, like, netherite, but I haven't even gone to hell yet, so that's gonna be a little bit further out. Also, I should probably smelt more copper. Jam some of that in there. There we go. How do I make stack upgrades? No, not stack upgrade tier 1. I just want to know how to make... Who the fuck would make that? Alright, let's see here. Stack upgrade tier 1. Upgrade base. Oh. It doesn't even seem that complicated. I just need copper blocks. Sure, yeah. And I think I have leather and iron and other things to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leather... I have leather. Yes, it is. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let me jam one in there. Jam that in there. Do this. Blammo. Now, I highly doubt that I got enough copper to really be able to do anything with. I'd be surprised if I did. Which means I'm gonna have to grab more copper. Because I need 8 whole blocks of copper. Which isn't gonna be hard, it's just gonna be very annoying to get. Why the fuck did the runewood tree drop Twilight? Oh, Jesus Christ! Fucking runewood tree jump scare, Jesus Christ. Put you there. Put you there. I need to clear this forest out more. I should probably use a pickaxe on this. How's this looking? And needs a little bit more time. At least it doesn't seem to take too long. I say that, even though I know it is taking a bit of time, but it doesn't really matter. I'm in no rush. Is that a guitar in that chest? I have a guitar on my back. Oh wait, no I don't. But yeah, there is a ukulele in this chest. Another block of copper to my growing collection that I need. I want to go mining. Because Mama needs more copper to add to her collection. Ow. Can I stop, like, injuring myself for, like, 5 seconds? I think that would be a very beneficial use of my time, if I just avoided hurting myself. What do we have? Well, I already know what we have down here, but do we have... Well, there's probably a bit of copper down here. Oh, none this way. Since a crowbar functions like a sword, can I use it in order to break down... Ooh, wait, hang on, there's iron. Ow! There's iron down here. Wait, where's all my torches? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Hey, dickhead. Back off! You also fuck off! Fuck off! Christ! I swear to God! If one more undead fuck comes up... Jesus Christ. I just want fucking copper, bro. I don't have to defend the mines this much. Yes, hi. You will die. Ukuleles for all the foul Minecraft YouTubers who were subjects of the toxic gossip train. That just reminded me, I made a comparison to that apology earlier with the Chimptopia apology video. And how I think that's an easy contender for something that was somehow even worse than the ukulele apology. God, these motherfuckers are wringing me dry of all of my fucking food. I need to place more torches. As useful as these guys are for souls, I kind of need to, you know, live. Oh my god. Probably should be. Yes, I hear you. Back off. Hand me your soul. Are these guys seriously chasing me down from, like, halfway across the... They're coming in from fucking downtown to take me down, huh? They're really fucking that much of a threat? Like a public enemy #1 over here? Are we seriously doing this? Hi. Fuck off. Thank you. You fingered a what? Do you miss spam clicking? Not in the fucking slightest. I do not miss spam clicking in the slightest. I cannot wait until I'm at the stage in Pastel where I can actually do something with this big hunk of rock here. That's not for a while down the line. I don't think I'll need redstone quite yet. Though I do know that I'll probably need it for some other things. More copper, please. Yummy. Iron. Definitely need that. Why is copper, like, the only ore in vanilla that gives you, like, a whole bunch of, like, stuff? Or I guess, like, the only metallic ore, I should say. Because I know that lapis and redstone and whatnot also give you multiple of, like, the same thing per ore. Fuck off! I am definitely due for a new scythe here. You motherfucker! Can you kindly and not so kindly fuck yourself? Oof. That was rough. That was rough. That was nutty. Yes, I see the creeper there. Ow! What the fuck, dude?! You know, explode here. And now fight each other. I can kill each other, I don't care. I'm gonna get moving. Oof, I'm gonna need to go back to the Twilight Forest, gather some food there. Do we seriously have a fucking pillager around here? Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted to come back to. Where do I have arcane spirits stored? I think I have them... Yeah, I have them in there. Earthen spirits are in here. Wicked spirits are in here. Whatever the fuck else goes into this bag. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of copper to work with. I am rolling in it. Let's just smelt this one right here. Alright, let's see here. What does this net me? 2 more copper. 2 more copper blocks. Fuck. Work was canceled for me yesterday because somebody sharted in the pool. What?
You excuse me?
What the fuck, Jade?
Jade.
Excuse me? Somebody browned. I just need 1 more copper bar. Thank you. Can I get out of there? Thanks. And now... Bam. And now... Bam. And now I have that. Which should allow me to put those together. Put these together. Do I have anything else that's not gonna... There it is. There's those. Doesn't seem like anything else I could... Oh, wait. Yeah, quartz. Put the natural quartz all together. And that seems to be about it. Unless I could stack pickaxes together. No, I can't. I don't know why I thought I would. Let's see here. Yep, it's full now. And now, I can go for a little swim. Whee! Finally, I can go for a little swim. For 14 minutes! Also, basically just gives me aqua affinity with the helmet, which is really good.
Evil.
I'm going for a little swim. Ooh, I can go... Ooh, that is one hell of a cavern. Hang on. I want this. And because I need lapis for enchanting later. Give. Thank you. Oh. Whee! Just realized that since I don't really have any ability to properly see underwater, This is... What happens if I... Yeah, naturally that would hurt me. I don't know why I thought that would do anything different.
I mean, you can crouch. I think you can crouch like on the edge of it, and it won't hurt you.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I know that. I just don't feel like doing it.
Fair enough. There's no real point in doing it.
Ugh. Come here. Come here. Ugh. More lapis. Yummy. Ugh. I'm pretty sure this is doing wonders for YouTube's bitrate right now with how dark this shit is.
I'm sure.
Soapstone. That looks fucking revolting in the dark. And this cavern has only provided me with lapis. Which admittedly is useful, but I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah. If only you'd brought, like, some doors with you, so you could, I don't know, like, make some pockets of air and have some light there.
I have a tank.
Fair point. I mean, mainly just so you can, like, place torches and whatnot. Not for air.
Yeah. I feel like a good use of my time is to very quickly make a boat, because I haven't done that yet. Oh my god, there's runewood boats. Fuck yeah. How does it look? I just want to know. Ooh, that looks really good, actually. Ooh, this looks fun. Geronimo! I just gotta remember that my boat is there. What do we have down here? Not nearly enough of really anything down here. This was a colossal waste of my time. Shit's so dark it might consider it 1 pixel.
No, we're actually just in that dark. We're in a dark world.
True.
Is that a Dark World reference?
We opened up a dark fountain and this is what happened. We're stuck in Minecraft. Ooh, this looks fun! Fuck yeah, let's go! Whee! Ooh, underwater dripstone cave. Let's fucking go. Is that just like... Is that just regular smooth basalt generation, or is that a geode? No, that's just regular generation. I'll still pick it up though. I need it for things. I need it for stuff and things trademark.
I love stuff and things.
Listen, you'd understand if you have ever played with pastel before. That's... Whoa, that goes into another cave. That is a funny discovery. Perhaps I'll explore that in a moment, because I got other things on my mind. Like, I need more of this. So what is this? Is this just a big old vein of zinc? That's just a big old vein of zinc. Alright, fine. We'll go into whatever this cave is. Where does this take me? I'm blind, so I can't fucking see anything. What's down here? Ooh, soulstone. I will gladly take that, because I need that for Malum stuff. Ow. Let's see here. What else is around in this little cave? Have I even really explode? Are we being for real?
Yes, we are being for real, apparently.
Fuck out of here. Give me your soul, bitch. You have to be, ow. I have to try and be careful. Ow. Try and be careful around here. I say as I throw myself down here with reckless abandon. No. No. Oh my fucking god, how did I pull that off? That was funny. That was unnecessary. You really didn't need to do that. Ow. That actually really frickin' hurt. Ow! Fuck! Should probably put these on. Since I'm going cave diving now, and fucking Christ! One block? One block is enough for me to take damage from that? Broski, are you being for real? You're being so for real right now? Ooh, brilliant. I will gladly take this. That's some good shit right there. Diamond! Fuck! Dive out! Diamonds. Yumby diamond. Yeah, I've definitely not been in this cave before. There's not a single torch in sight around here. Ooh, more diamonds. Yumby. Oh, and there's some skulk around here, I guess. Well, that's not really a problem. At the very least, it's not really my problem. Fucking... What the fuck was that? Oh, it's you.
Necromancer.
Fuck off. Die. Hey, Necromancer, I got a new spell for you to learn. It's called Fuck Off and Die. Fucking bastard. Throwing a wrench into my plans, thinking that it could... thinking that it could outdo me? Whoa, hey! Fucking Jesus Christ, Power Walker over here! What the fuck?
Yes.
Power walking ass creeper. Ooh. things!
Ooh.
Cocaine! What's in here?
Gold.
Gold, leather. At least some replacement leggings. You're not scary. Alright, well, there's nothing much over in this direction. How many diamonds did I collect? I only collected 4? Brew. I think I probably have enough to at least start working on a— Ow! At least start working on a full set of diamond armor. I should at least— Ooh! Give me that! Give me this. Give me the chthonic gold. I need this. Or at least I'm going to need this for things later. Evil and intimidating gold ore. Ooh, diamonds. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Oh. Alright. How do I get out of here? Oh. Uh-oh. How did I even get in here is the question. How did I fuck myself so royally as to end up here? Ooh, wait, there's a waterfall here. I could probably— Ow! Fuck! I could probably just climb up this. That should lead me to safety, right? Well, there's amethyst there, I guess, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an exit. Looking for a way out of this fucking joint. Ow, you dick! Okay, are we being for real right now? I hate whoever is shooting at me. Fuck yourself. Cool, what's in here? Nothing. Wonderful. I have no food left. Fuck. That's not good. Let me at least collect this. But, this waterfall has gotta be my ticket out of here. At least close enough to a ticket out of here. Yeah, it looks good enough. Looks enough like a way out. Nope, it's just more cave. This is not what I wanted. You fucking dick! Can you fuck off? No, just... Cool. Oh. I didn't even realize I had that. Alright. Fair enough. I had that the whole fucking time. I feel pretty silly right now. those in there. I think this goes in here. No, it does not. Where do my arcane spirits go? They go in there. I should probably make diamond armor now, since I probably have enough diamonds to do that. I'll just recharge this. Now time to put my old-ass armor into here. There will never be— oh my fucking god, I had spirits in here?! I had spirits just laying around in there? Fuck! I put those in there, cool. Right, and then... I now have full diamond. Fuck yeah. I will quickly go to the forest to gather more food. Why does it spawn me in the air? Why does it do that to me? It really shouldn't do that to me, but it decides that it's really funny to spawn me up in the fucking air every time. It's really weird. Food, please. Something for you. Food, please. Get back here. Food, please! You fucker! Thank you. In news, the new He-Man movie, although surprisingly good, bombed in the box office. Damn. That sucks. I didn't even know that there was a He-Man movie. I'll leave the chickens alive. Trying to remember. I know that I can use iron for things, stuff in things. Soul stained steel, I know, is used for a bunch of shit. Such as a better scythe when I actually get around to it. How do I make this? Ah, that's how. Fair enough. Ow. Did you guys kill the rabbit? Yummers. Don't want to do the Lich Tower quite yet. I forgot that they just have... Oh, Jesus Christ, hi. Foot the please. Foot the plea. Thank you. And this is, Oh. That's a dark forest, which I probably can't really go into yet, can I?
Nope.
Oh yeah, this looks... Ah! Oh my god, it applies darkness to me. Fantastic. Now I can't see shit for... how long? Oh, and it's gone now. I don't want to make my way to the exit portal then. I'm gonna get the fuck out of the Twilight Forest. I need to kill one of these. Give me your food. Deer murder. Come back here. Come back here! Where are those? The only ones that run away from me. Well, the rest of the animals are just like, come on down. You can kill me if you want, I don't care. Alright, time for me to get back home here. Ah. Naturally, it's nighttime when I come back. Let's cook that. I'm just gonna put this backpack over.
Yep.
No, that's not what I want to do. There we go.
This fucking guy.
Who's this fucking guy?
This fucking guy just spamming in this game. I swear.
Amazing.
Pissing me off.
Alright, I don't need this old iron armor, because it's just taking up space now. There we go. I can turn rabbit hides into leather? What the fuck? Okay. Right, of course my bed is too far away. How do I make this? Ah. Yeah, that's really far ahead. Well, it's on my mind. Once this is done cooking, I am going to... Which direction is that topaz geode? It's over in this direction. I need to check and see if anything has grown in that topaz geode. What? Bish!
Bish.
You know what that means, bish!
So-called free thinkers when...
Bish! You already know you need to press fish to fish.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Up here. Nope. Up here. Here. Fuck! Up here. And then here. I don't want to climb these vines, thank you.
I think you want to climb those vines.
I don't want to. That's the thing, I don't want to. Maybe I'll explore that a little. Ow. There's the old topaz geode. Did anything grow? At least anything substantial. Please give me something. Alright, I have to avoid a whole bunch of... fucking powdered snow all over the place. Are you fucking serious, game? Thanks, powdered snow, for making the entire journey so much more difficult than it needed to be. So I should probably light this up a little. You're telling me that after all this time...
Yes.
Nothing has grown? This is some bullshit. That's some bullshit if I've ever fucking seen it. Fucking... Fucking need topaz for shit and it didn't even drop any. Fuck's sake. God fucking damn it. I fucking hate powdered snow. Ow. You can fuck yourself ever so kindly. Oh, there's another topaz geode right there? Well, that would have been neat to know sooner. There's also an Enderman here. I really don't want to pick a fight with an Enderman right now. So just let that doofus go on his merry way. There was a fucking... You fucker! There's a fucking... There was a second topaz geode.
Yes.
Thanks, game. Oh, and this one actually has some topaz fucking growing in it. Some topaz ore around here. Five ladders. Not nearly enough. Fuck. Alright, that sucks. Oh. That one didn't grow yet. Is this one grown? No. Are you telling me that there was only one topaz bud in all of that? Man, that's some bullshit. Well, at least I got some topaz out of it. I don't like you, spider. Can you fuck right off, please? That was unnecessary. You don't have to do that.
Completely necessary. I don't know what you're talking about.
What part of shooting my ass was necessary?
All of it.
Fuck you mean? Now it's time for me to go back home with my newly acquired topaz. Let's see here. God damn it. And sleepy time. Alrighty, and now... what do I need in order to make the pedestal? Shit. Do I even... wait, do I have any? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. Never mind. That isn't nearly as much of a problem as I thought it would be. And now I'll just... I just need 3. And now I do that, and do this.
Thing.
I now have a pigment pedestal.
Very nice.
Which I will need to... find a good place to put it. I'll put it right here for now. I'm sorry!
Bro just randomly decided to come up to you and attack you for no reason.
I guess.
And that's like, day.
I guess. See, the pigment pedestal. Your paintbrush. Oh, right, yeah, I need to make the, brush in order for me to do things.
You know, I think that would be important, you know?
I need to make the paintbrush. Thankfully, I have wool and a whole bunch of copper in there. Because I think it's this, and this,
yes,
and then this. Yippee! Alrighty. Gemstone powder. Item crushing. Oh, that's how I get gem powder. I have to crush it with an anvil. Fuck.
Really getting a... getting an anvil shouldn't be too hard.
Well, it shouldn't be, but knowing my immense... well, actually, no, it's not even going to be that much of a problem. Well, let's at least do this first little, crafting recipe that it's given me. There we go. And now...
wow.
Yippee. I've learned more about the world. Let's see here. Pedestal CMY upgrade. With 3 gems and an idea. I could upgrade my pedestal with all 3 types I found. I need polished calcite for that. How the fuck do I make that? I need polished calcite. How do I make... For fuck's sake. No, not polished cut calcite. I'm looking for regular polished calcite. How do I make this? I smelt calcite. Makes sense. There we go. Then an amethyst, and then... What do we have to yellow? I put the citrines in here. How do I make it again? That way, okay. Middle, this over here, and then this over here. Yes. Wonderful. Oh, right, with this I need to make the... Fuck! I need to make the fucking temple thing out of it. Fuck, I forgot about that part. Alright, well. Let's do that. And of course there's a thunderstorm. Checks out. I just gotta find where my other boat is, and then just drop myself off around there. Because that's where I found a good amount of basalt to work with. the fuck are you doing? Yeah, go on. Come on down, bitch. Bitch. How much in total do I need? No, not that. I need... Let's see here. 8, 16...
Darn it. One of the games that the people behind one of the games that I like have been caught using AI.
Ah, damn it.
I had to uninstall them.
What game is it?
The Cookie Run series.
Ah.
Stars. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it.
Wait, ah, fuck! I didn't mean to. Oh no! Oh wait, there's just a whole bunch of smooth basalt here. Fuck. I'm gonna need so much of this shit. And my inventory's full. Damn it. Okay, that should be enough. Oh, right. In order for me to swim, I need to take off the weighted fucking boots! You would think that that would just be a thing I would think of, but no, it's not. Alright, now I turn around... and head home. I also need to make... Wait, how do I make... How do I make these... Oh, right, yeah, it's just, I need to compress my dinghy. How do I make a stone cutter again? Stone cutter. Oh. That's easier than I thought it was. Where is... I'll just... So I need to make this funny little ritual site for my brand new color pedestal. I can stone cut this into other things I need, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I just want to make sure. quickly make that. I've now made that. Where's my iron bars? Yeehaw. Now I just put that, and then that, and then this, and then I put this over and this, and then I also need to smelt all of this, which is probably gonna take a long time, but it'll all be worth it in the end. Digging claws. Well, it's doing that. How much iron have I yet to smelt? Probably a lot. I should probably get to working on that. The amount of iron that I have is insane. Let's see, I need... Interesting. Well, these would be pretty useful. I need glowing sex for that. Fuck! That's annoying. Redstone sand? Interesting. That is certainly a thing to create. How's it going in the mining of craft? I am working on making a funny little ritual site of sorts. Which means I have to go back to this and... No, that's not what I want. Oh, fuck me, dude. Hide that, please. Need to find a good spot for this. I know I still want it over the water. Let's see here. How about here? I think this will be nice. Put that there. Okay. Just so that way I know where the midpoint is. Put it right there. How much of each block do I need again? 8 polished pillars. I'll at least turn those into the pillars. Polished pillars. Polished basalt pillar. 4 notched and 4 chiseled. Notched. And 4 chiseled. And then the rest of it is just polished blocks. Okay, cool. Oh, right. I put the pedestal there. That's why I can't move. Alright, this is going to... Did I use the right... I used the wrong blocks entirely. Ignore the fact that I just used the wrong blocks there entirely. What? Where the fuck did my visualization go? There we go. Okay. I'll just quickly do that. What blocks do I have that I can at least use to start propping up the pillars at the very least? I can use these. I could probably just use rune wood, it doesn't really matter. This is where our pillars will go. Pillar here. Blammy. I need that. And I put that there. Woof. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Is this probably a wildly inefficient way to put this together? Probably. Do I care? Obviously not. God damn it. There we go. Now I just need the rest of my... You're fucking kidding me. Go away! I start putting things together over here. I still need more blocks. Is this done yet? I'm by a long shot. Fuck! Alright. Let's see what let's see what this gets me. Still not enough. Soon my glorious creation will be finished. Grab and grab. Wonderful. We are making progress. that there, put that there, put that there, put this there. And it's finally done. Finally. My little upgrade is done. But now, I need to start hunting for a brand new ore that I've unlocked. It is now done with that. Let's see here. At and above surface level. Okay, cool. That's not what I wanted. Alrighty. Well, let's get to searching. Probably largely found around particularly mountainous areas, probably. Like big ol' mountains, probably. Let me grab my boat. How did a squid even get up there? How the fuck does that even happen? Ooh, sing. This is what I'm looking for. Let's see, your Shimmerstone. Ooh, experiment 1. And I will also need a bottle of honey, apparently. I'm gonna need to make this, but of course, I will also need to... I'm gonna need to go to hell. I also need to... I know I saw a beehive at some point. I need to go underground to grab obsidian. Where is my bucket? I need my bucket. Let me just do this. There we go. I assure you that shooting arrows at me is entirely unnecessary. Ow! Bitch. What is this stuff? I can't even pronounce. Ooh! More shimmerstone. I'll gladly take that. I'm probably gonna need a lot of it. There's a lush cave over there, and I didn't even... That is... I am disappointed in myself for not knowing that sooner. Can I... Feels like every fucking bit of lapis that I could have gotten. Oh my god! Really? We're doing this? How did a chicken even get down here? Oh my god, just give me a fucking break. I swear to God, I'm going to fucking find you. Alright, there we are. I need more of that. Need more of that, that's up there. So any more that's just like hidden around, is there? No, okay. Uh-oh. Thankfully it didn't melt. I'm getting tired of the zombies. Christ almighty. Can I just, like, find a pool of lava? You're like trying to get me, zombies. It's not really gonna be effective. Especially when I'm here. About to do some wacky experiments with color. I hate you. Go away. Did I just find a single, like, big-ass pool of lava? Can I have that, at the very least? No? Alright. There's at least more shimmerstone up there. I'll gladly grab that. Give me that. Ooh, there's a bunch of it here. have them deal with that. Ah, now we have the mother load. Finally, obsidian! This is gonna take a bit. Any second now. Just need 2 more. There we go. That is everything that I needed. Ow. Okay, well, this is all unnecessary. Oh, and there's even more lava down here. Oh, not like I needed it. I just needed whatever I just found, and that was more than enough for me. And of course, Graper decides to show up to just, make my day so much more fun. This isn't quite where I wanted to go. Oh, shit. Ow, hey! Drop. Fuck off, please! I'll gladly put these on. These aren't too bad. What does this do? I mean, sure. Why not? Fuck off, please. I don't want roller skates. God, I hate those things. Oh, this is where I came from. This is where I came from. And if I just run back, I'll be able to live. Fun little fact, my cat really likes your streams. Like, he would sit here and nuzzle against the screen whenever I... Okay! I guess a cat really likes my presence. That is good to know.
I mean, considering you being a cat, that's
That is
pretty much
fair.
frank.
That is fair, but apparently Jade's cat really likes me.
Peak.
Which is really funny.
Creature.
Oh my god, there's so much shimmerstone around here. How did I not... Oh, wait. I was about to ask, how did I not see this before? I literally fucking couldn't. I literally couldn't see it before. That's how I couldn't have seen it before, because I was literally blind to it up until now. Anyways, it's time for me to start the process of going to hell. Do I even have flint? Fuck. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing. Please drop flint. Thank you. Now that I have that, I have so much random bullshit in my inventory. Jesus Christ. Iron. Then I make a little bit of this. There we go. And where should I set up this hell portal? Yeah, like right here. Seem to be putting everything on the water, so why not put the hell portal on the water too? And now, epic. I can now go to hell.
My favorite.
It is taking... It was taking a scary amount of time to send me. What the fuck is that?
Hell. I think you should go there.
I don't think I want to go in there. That looks scary. Looks too scary. Looks too scary for me. Unless it has.
To be fair, it's probably filled with like piglin, like.
Oh yeah, it looks like some sort of. Looks like some sort of beefed up bastion. I'm gonna avoid going there because that's not where I need to go. I need to find a fortress. Because.
And if you're gonna go in there, at least like get gold armor, you know.
Yeah. Of course, probably at least have enchanted armor, so that way I can at least withstand the bullshit thrown at me. Ugh.
Especially from... What did you sound like you were getting choked?
I have no idea. Okay, how is there... Okay. Brilliant move, game. Oh wait, I have a pickaxe.
What are you doing?
My dumbass keeps on forgetting that I can just dig my problems away sometimes in these games. And this is just looping me back to the beefed up bastion. I need to find a fortress, but where would a fortress... Ow, where would a fortress exactly be, though?
I wish there was a better way of fighting a fortress, you know?
Like an Eye of Ender specifically for fortresses would be neat.
Yeah.
I definitely don't
Oh my god, what the fuck? I just...
What?
Did you not see the zombie piglet on the chicken?
What the fuck? How did it even get here? How did a chicken already get to hell? What did that chicken do?
Chicken jockey.
What the fuck did that chicken do to go to hell? Ow! Little bastard.
It knows what it did, and it doesn't regret anything. How the...
Okay.
Okay.
Just fucking kill me, bro. Just fucking kill me, bro. What the fuck?
How did that... Oh.
I don't even know what the fuck that was. I don't even know... Did I hit one on accident?
Didn't look like you did.
Alright, hang on. Let me just quickly... I'll just make sure I have that marked, so that way I know where the fuck to go.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like another marker would be, well, that thing.
Are these guys still mad at me? Why?
I don't know.
Bro, I just want to find a fortress, man. I didn't even pick a fight with you. You guys are just tweaking. By the 9, you're tweaking. Ow. Okay, that's...
Amazing job.
Thankfully, I have a pickaxe. However, it's not like
I will never not hate the fire effect in this game.
I love
The
being
fact that
half blind.
Yeah.
For like several seconds, especially while you're in hell.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be hell if it wasn't torturous.
That is true. Doesn't get its name for no reason. Why are they still fucking angry? I didn't do shit to you! Ow, you little fucker! Cuck cubes.
These guys are fine.
I didn't do anything!
Do you have something... Something's clearly, like...
Okay, hang on.
Hitting them with, like...
Is this? Oh! Yeah, I probably shouldn't be wearing that!
You know, that's... Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know that a fucking jellyfish necklace was actively sabotaging me. Awesome. Love to hear it. Alright, well, now that I know that... Do I just try to explore that and see if there's maybe a blaze in there? Because, I mean, you never know.
Blazes.
Well, you never know.
Though it might be worth getting gold armor.
It's not gonna be that much of a problem. At least I don't think so. You know, you probably... There's even lava inside this beefed up bastion.
Wait, why wouldn't there be lava? In the nether.
Okay, when you say it like that, it makes me look stupid. For the record, I am not stupid. I am big smart. Speaking of which, I don't have a way to get down. Whatever. I'll be fine. I'll live.
Fine.
I'll live. I have experienced probably worse. Like a horde of... What the fuck is this? Blazing quartz. Is this used for anything? Probably. What is it used for? Whatever that is. Ether. Whatever that is. Yeah, sure, I'll grab some. No harm in grabbing some fancy new ores to add to my collection. If I can possibly just find a fortress, that would be pretty neat. And I'm here. Ow, fuck! I'm just beginning to realize that all I've been doing is going in circles the whole time.
Good job.
This is not what I wanted to do, game.
This is what he wanted to do, clearly.
I have to be nearing the other side, right? Kind of. More or less. I'll live. Sure you really want to do that? No, that's a warp force there. I thought that that was a fortress, but no, that's just a forest. Oh! Well, it's both! Ow!
It was both a fortress and whatever else.
Yep, there's a fortress in this forest. And let me not die to fall damage while I'm in the process. I'm trying to get into it. Do I even have enough? I heard a wither skeleton. Let's see here. And I hear blazes, so I'm pretty close to a blaze spawner too. Fuck yeah.
Good finding that early. Because otherwise you'd be wandering the fortress for hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question is, where does the fortress actually begin here? Presumably here. Ow! What the fuck? Maybe I could, like, not be withering away? That'd be neat, I think.
We love the wither debuff so much.
God damn it, I'm being attacked by fucking everything here. This is not... Uh-oh.
Probably gonna end up dying. No, a second.
Nuh-uh. I refuse to die here.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll just combine my 2 fucking crowbars together. I assure you, all of that is unnecessary.
It's completely necessary. I don't know what you're talking about.
These fucking bastards aren't even dropping blaze rods. There we go! Hey, you bastard! Come here. Why? Can you, like, get any closer? No? Okay. At least I have blaze rods now. I don't need that. And shit, I don't have food. That's not good. Give me the glowstone. Give me the glowstone. What's up here? Wow, sweet and splendorous fuck all. Ow, really? From all the way over here!
We're all the way over there.
You know what? End me. What ungodly noise was that? Alright, I got that. At least I got the blaze rod that I needed anyways, so that's fine. Alrighty, and now... Alrighty, and now... Fuck, okay. And let me just put all that in there, put all this in there, that in there, okay. What's the need fermented spider eyes? How the fuck do I make those again?
You just need, like, I think it's like a spider eye and like a mushroom or something. I don't know.
Specifically a brown mushroom. God damn it. I need 4 of those.
Yes.
I only have 3 spider eyes on me. Wait, do I have any spares just lying around? I don't know why I thought I would have. At least I have the sugar. I just need the shrooms. Which is going to be very entertaining to try and find. I have no idea what that was.
I see what it was.
I need food. probably call it there for today's stream.
Fair enough.
You know, that was pretty productive.
At least you're actually able to play Minecraft again, you know?
Indeed. And to be my sister, Christ, there's lava right there. I don't want to fucking destroy my armor in the process. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for dropping by. Thank you to my wonderful guests here for enhancing the experience as always. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Take
Goodbye,
care, everybody.
troops,